Welcome to another episode of the Dragon Master campaign. My name is Harrison Weiss, and I am your DM. Let's go ahead and continue the new style of introductions that we started in last week's episode. So I'm going to start with Yori today. Go ahead and tell me about this magic compass, because we never actually talked about it on the podcast, because when we did talk about it, we lost that audio file. Not important about how that happened, but can you explain what I explained to you about the magic compass?
Yeah.
Or do you want to read it, maybe?
Yeah. So the magic compass always points towards a chosen location. The location is chosen by the crafter upon its creation. Did we establish that his uncle had made it? Or at least that's what we're assuming.
What I did state was that it was pointing towards the Ilex forest.
Okay, cool.
So currently, with you guys in Mahogany Town, it is pointing pretty much due east, slightly northeast.
Okay, cool.
Art, go ahead and talk about why you named your dragon Hogarth.
So, for one, as Clark, not as Art, the guys gave me the name. Thought it was super, super cool. But also, one of my favorite TV shows of all time, Supernatural. One of my favorite characters in the show is eventually becomes a werewolf. But his name is Hogarth in the show. So it was also like a cool throwback to like a show that I've watched all 15, 16 seasons of at least 3 times. So,
jeez.
Nice.
It might be more than that. I can't remember exactly how many seasons are. But yeah, it was a super cool show that I absolutely adored. So Hogarth kind of resonated and stuck because of that.
Cool. Loaf, so 2 weeks ago, we introduced the concept that the boozle beans are actually banned in Mahogany Town. Is this causing any distress for Loaf, or is that just, like, completely irrelevant to you?
So, here's the thing. He doesn't really feel bad if he's breaking the law, because he laws and his, I guess you could say, his moral character, like, how do I put it? For Loaf in particular, he doesn't always equate lawfulness is equal to goodness, and his interpretation of being good is also kind of skewed. So if he's breaking the law, he's not really worried. The only time he would let's say worry about the illegal boozle beans is if he knew someone's on, trying to hunt him down for them or something. Otherwise, it doesn't bother him whatsoever.
Basically, the entire last episode was searching the Eruptodon Temple. We searched for Malekith's study, and we went to Aunt Wu's fortune shop, and we all received palm readings and drew from the deck of memories. The big outstanding thing that occurred ended up being that Loaf lost the ability to cast Magic Missile. You guys were looking for Valakut still? If you search the library, I'm sure you could probably find that key.
That's what I'm thinking. I think it'd be good to get into his study.
Ma'am, you don't have any idea, like at all, where this key could be.
I think he tells me to search the books. I think it's inside one of the books.
Okay. That at least helps some.
So you guys are back in the library. What do you guys want to do?
I'm going to start looking through the bookshelves. I think while looking for the key, I also want to look for any kind of book on how to mix potions, and also if I can find any kind of like spell books or anything like that. Wink,
okay,
wink.
Go ahead and roll investigation for me.
Sure. 19.
So you found a book that contains some recipes, and the one recipe that stood out was the Potion of Healing.
Okay.
So you have a recipe for the Potion of Healing. That recipe includes 3 red Amanita shrooms.
Okay, cool. Nothing
else, no.
Okay.
And you did not find the key.
Interesting.
But you did find a book that seemed a little bit abnormal, that had the letters CAU engraved on the outside cover.
CAU.
CAU. Do the other two want to roll investigation?
Yeah, I guess I'll walk over there and look through some books. So I'll roll investigation as well, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to do the same.
Go ahead, both roll investigation.
13.
You were specifically looking through the books. I'm going to say that you found a book that stood out that has the letters D-E on it.
DE?
Yeah, and they seem to be slightly glowing on the outside cover.
Okay.
What did Art roll?
17.
Was there something that you were looking for in particular?
I would say
With the indecision, I'm going
I
to go
have no
ahead
idea.
and give
literally
you
no idea.
a treasure map.
Hey, out of game, did yours dragon hatch?
Oh,
No, neither of their dragons have hatched, and we haven't rolled for it again because their nighttime hasn't occurred.
okay.
Gotcha.
So you found that map, and you also found a book with more letters on it. And this time it's a I-N.
So it was Caudein.
Yes.
Are there more books with glowing letters? Can I look specifically for that?
Yes, you can find more books with glowing letters.
Okay. Do I need to roll?
Nope. I'm going to go ahead and fast track this. You guys are finding these glowing letters, and you just keep looking for books until you find all of the books in the room that have these glowing letters on them.
Okay.
So then I will give them all to you.
So I've already spelled cauldron.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Cauldron. But the cauldron something. I think I saw that in there, so.
ETE.
T.
OF. ITY.
So the party here has a bunch of different books with a bunch of different letters written on the outsides. And it sounds like they're doing some descrambling at the moment. We'll skip through this, and we'll pick up after they think they have it figured
Is
out.
DOT is that intentional? Did he put DE and ITY there?
I'm not putting anything in order.
I think you are. Liar. The called.
Where are you getting the?
I see a the, or it's a TH. Is there an E there? I don't know.
I'm pretty sure there is.
Yeah.
Yeah. The.
Oh, okay, I missed that.
Can we move these around?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, cool. Because I want to go ahead and isolate cauldron.
Deity makes sense. In the of makes sense.
So cauldron.
Cauldron.
Deity?
In the cauldron of the
Wait, we can't use the twice.
deity.
Well,
Oh, you're right. And
the eternity maybe.
cistern.
Eternity. Yep.
Yep. Eternity. Yep.
The cauldron of the eternity. The.
The eternity.
The cauldron of
SL is also, or SI, right?
Of sin. The cauldron of
Oh,
what?
inside the cauldron of eternity.
Yeah.
As you say, inside the Cauldron of Eternity, the final book opens up and starts to shine extremely bright, and then there's a flash, and there is an item that just appears on the floor. Infinity Hose. Artifact supplies worth 5 gold pieces. Infinity Hose is a water hose that produces an infinite flow of water out of the lower end of the 20-foot hose. When kinked, the flow of water stops.
Is it kinked right now?
I'm going to say yes.
Okay.
ooh, kinky.
So, like, if we were in the desert, could we just drink out of the hose, I guess? Just casually?
Yeah.
Just like, we don't have to
Yep.
plug it into anything? I'm joking. Plug it into, like,
No.
a rock or something
Nope.
for the flow out of the...
How does it produce water?
As long as you unkink it, the lower end is flowing water.
So you have to like hold it up and have a lower end, is what you're saying?
No, there's always a lower end, bro.
What's that?
Even if it's a millimeter.
What does that mean? Okay, okay, fine.
The one that's closer to the center of the planet
Okay.
is always flowing water unless it's kinked.
And it's kinked right now.
So Art wants to take the hose and unkink it,
Oh my god.
and then use absorb elements.
Absorb elements. Casting time, 1 reaction, which you take when you take acid, cold, fire, lightning, or thunder damage. For this campaign, I'm also adding water damage. Range, self. Duration, 1 round. The spell captures some of the incoming energy, lessening its effect on you and storing it for your next melee attack. You have resistance to the triggering damage type until the start of your next turn. Also, the first time you hit a melee attack on your next turn, the target takes an additional 1d6 damage of the triggering type and the spell ends.
Can't do it with water.
I don't think a steady flow of water is
Why
going to
can't I
cause
do it with
any
water?
damage to you.
That's an element.
What does your absorb elements do?
Dang it. Acid, cold, fire, lightning, or thunder. It's not
Spell
water. That
captures some
sucks.
of the incoming energy, lessening its effects on you.
This is the stupidest spell ever. I can't do any of the things I want to do.
You have resistance to the triggering damage type until the start of your... I'm okay with water, sure.
It's potentially a great spell.
Yeah, you want to do it with water?
Are you giving him water
Yeah.
damage?
Yeah, he can have water damage, that's fine.
That's so cool.
You have resistance to water now,
Let's go.
and you've captured some of its energy, and so the
Oh, its
light
duration's
water...
only one round.
Yeah.
I missed that part.
Did you use,
Whatever.
you use
Hey,
the spell slot for
Listen,
that?
Art is learning, okay?
I love
Okay.
it.
And yes, we're using a spell slot.
So how steady is the water exactly? Like, what do you mean by steady?
It's
Like, what
steady.
is it?
It's just flowing. Like
One round is
like-
about a minute, right?
Yeah.
one round is 6 seconds.
a little more than
Yep,
dribbling out, or like if I were to like,
No, it's way more
like-
than dribbling. Yeah, it's like a faucet turned on.
okay, gotcha.
Your entire face and front chest is completely soaked at this point.
That's fine.
And
Whatever.
then I'm going to make the assumption that you've rekinked it.
I mean, yeah. I only needed a little bit.
DM, I'm gonna ask: is unkinking and dousing himself with water considered an action?
I'm going to say it's like your item action.
Sure.
So it's like a free thing.
Okay. Because that would be completely useless.
All right. So what do y'all want to do with this infinity hose?
When we were going back to the guy's study, did we see anything that could have been moved with water, or like
I'm going to say
been
no.
water related? No. Can I go check it out
Sure.
and step over the tripwire this time?
Okay, that's fine.
Out of game, theoretically, if we left the hose unkinked, like permanently,
You would flood the library.
you would flood the world.
You would, yes.
Jeez. Oh my god.
This is a very powerful weapon.
It is a very powerful item. That's very true.
No, weapon. This is Art's villain story.
it's a chemical weapon.
Yes.
I like it. I like it.
All right. I want to go back to that door.
Sure. And
Okay.
you don't see anything special for it here.
Can we ask the librarian about it? Hi, hello.
Oh, hey.
We were trying to get into his study. We talked to Wu. She said that he needed her to do something, but she's very busy with a couple of customers. Do you happen to know where he hides the key, or if the hose is part of the key?
I'm not really sure, but I see that hose you found. That I've seen Valakut put that
Okay.
in the books before.
Does he hide anything else in the books? Do you know? Just that.
No, I think it's just those books with the letters that you were
Okay.
pulling out and putting together. What did those books say?
I'm afraid that if I say it again, then I'll put it back. I don't know.
It said something about some.
In
What is?
in the cauldron of
Not
eternity.
that. What was the other word that we were thinking? The deity of something or another. Yeah. Yeah, the cauldron
Yeah.
of the deity, I think, is what it. Something like that. Well, you
That
Wait,
doesn't, that
you
doesn't
never
sound
know,
right.
really.
Well, then you
Why-
know about
why-
it?
Why do you need to know again?
Oh, I was just gonna see if I could help you guys out. I mean, no worries. You guys are
Okay.
welcome
I
to.
don't know. We said the thing and it gave us a kinky hose, so, you know.
Jeez.
Now that's the name of the
hose.
episode.
That's funny. That's good. All right.
Okay.
You get inspiration, by the way.
Oh my gosh.
Sick.
Okay, yeah. I mean, if you guys want help, you're welcome to
Hey.
ask, and I'll see if I can help you.
Do you know if it'll put the hose back? I don't necessarily want to do that.
I don't think so, but it might. I mean, I don't know.
You telling me this hose ain't loyal?
God.
You can only hold one inspiration at a time, just to let you know. I mean,
I'm not trying. That was just me being funny.
it did say it's spelled out inside the cauldron of eternity, but I don't know.
Oh, the Cauldron of Eternity. Do you know where to find the Cauldron?
I don't.
You can find it if you visit the top of the temple. There's a giant cauldron, and it's typically referred to as the Cauldron of Eternity.
Oh, then
Is that where his key is?
no, but I bet you we put water in it.
I don't know where his key is.
Let's go up. Do these stairs lead to the top?
Yeah, you can go just straight that way, and it'll take you to the top
How
of the
many
temple.
stairs are they? That's quite a lot of stairs. I'm just saying.
It's quite a lot of stairs, yeah.
Oh my god.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
I got you, Loaf. And Art tries to pick Loaf up to carry him up the stairs.
Jeez, you want to roll strength?
Yes. That's exactly what I want to do. Art gets a 11.
That's not good enough. You try, and you don't hurt
Come on!
yourself.
It's just yelling at the guy.
I don't think. Look. Thank you. I'll just use my legs and walk up. It's fine.
Hey,
I-
come on, I got you. Hey.
Okay, you guys.
When I see him getting out of breath, can I cast Spare the Dying on him to help him catch his breath?
Is that? Oh my god. Okay, sure, that's fine.
What does Spare the Dying do?
It just stabilizes somebody who's dying.
Is that a spell slot?
No.
Oh, yeah, you're smarter than that, not like me. Zephyr Strike! Down a hallway.
Jeez. How many spells have you used this episode?
Two.
Two.
I have 3 spell slots.
Nice. All right.
All right, so I guess I'll just
Yep.
walk up the stairs. I'm sorry, man. I have a lot of equipment, and that's what's weighing me down. Don't worry about it.
You're right.
Yep.
You're right. Hey,
Yeah.
next time.
Yeah, for sure.
I got
yeah.
you.
So you guys make it to the top of the temple, and you look around, and you see a lot of, like, how do you phrase it? You see a lot of small enclosures that have a lot of just, like, rocky bottoms. Like, so let me just explain what it is so that it'll make a little more sense. On the top of the Eruptodon temple is usually a large number of Eruptodon dragons.
Sick.
And this is where they live, this is where they sleep, and they eat rocks, they eat lava, and they just sleep on a bed of rocks. That's like what they sleep on. So there's bunches of like just piles of rocks everywhere. In the center of the top of the temple, there is a bowl that is about 10 feet in diameter that is in the temple, like a pool. It's just like a giant pool, and it's full of boiling lava.
Jeez.
Wow.
Presumably that the Eruptodons could go drink,
Oh, like a water bowl. I see.
like a water pool.
Is it labeled as the Cauldron of Eternity?
There's not a sign there saying that it is.
Okay. But there's not a sign that's saying it's not.
Are there
That's
initials
correct.
on it?
Okay.
Like,
You can't see the outside of the
Uh-oh.
cauldron because it's like a pool in front of you, right?
gotcha. All right.
Okay. I mean, I would say douse the lava, turn it into obsidian or cobblestone or whatever this would make.
You want to throw a rock in it?
Do you have a rock?
I mean, aren't there rocks everywhere? Or,
Can we find a rock?
I mean, I'm pretty sure there's rocks. If you,
I think the key is in there, but oh wait, we've got a baby Eruptodon. Right? No, we have a baby Rumblehorn.
You have a baby Rumblehorn.
You are not throwing Hogarth in there.
No, I wanted to see if he wanted some lava.
what if I threw like?
Why would he want lava?
Because I forgot what kind of dragon you had.
Lava hurts him.
I'll pick up a rock and throw it in.
Yeah, that's how we do it. Yeah.
I think it just like kind of ripples a little bit and then just like disintegrates.
I throw another rock into it.
It disintegrates as well.
I think we're on to something. I grab another rock and toss it in.
Art starts grabbing rocks as well,
Just throwing them into the pile full.
chucking.
I don't think we can do anything up here, unfortunately. There's nothing else other than like their little nests in this cauldron.
Who's carrying the hose?
I thought you were. You picked it up.
I don't have the hose.
I'll take the hose.
Sounds like Loaf has the hose.
Okay, I have the hose.
But he has so much stuff.
Loaf's got all the hose.
Y'all want to roll for it? Go ahead and roll initiative
Roll
to see who grabbed it first.
Oh my lord. Got a 6.
With Dread Ambusher because of Gloomstalker. I'm just kidding.
No, yeah, that counts. It does.
Does it?
Yeah,
Seriously?
Yeah. It's
I mean, I got a 19 anyway.
Let me add mine.
I got 19 plus 3, 22.
Oh, you got me then. Yeah, you got me. I only had 18.
So what? That means I would add how much
you add
would-
your dex and your wisdom modifier, I'm pretty sure.
to my initiative?
Yes.
Both?
Yes.
Is that true?
You add your dex to your initiative rolls anyway.
Yes. So that is what I get. But whoa.
Yeah.
Dang.
So I have a plus 5 to initiative right now.
Sounds accurate.
Dude, that's wild.
That is pretty good. That's pretty cool.
I think it's mine.
So you definitely grabbed the Infinity Hose first, so you have it currently, Art.
Okay.
So, is there anything that would make us think there's something inside the fiery cauldron thing, or no?
You want to roll perception?
Yeah, I'll do that. 13.
I'm going to say that's good enough to make you think that something is inside the cauldron, because the book said inside the cauldron of eternity.
Well, can I use detect magic then on the lava to see? I mean, because it's not blocked by any of that. I'm
Sure.
literally just.
Is that a cantrip?
No, it's
a spell slot.
spell slot. Yeah.
Oh, it's a real spell slot.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. You don't sense anything magical. I mean, actually, I probably should understand what this does first, huh?
Or object that bears magic.
Sure. I'll give it to you, because it's the key to Valakut's study is in the bottom of the cauldron of eternity.
How big would you say the cauldron of eternity is?
It's 10 feet in diameter.
Okay, so
Whoa.
can I use my
crap.
mage hand since it's a spectral? That means it's not really like prone to getting damaged. Can I just spring my mage hand down?
Spectral mage hand go through lava. Can mage hand retrieve an item from lava?
Nice.
My party has recently defeated a boss where the body fell into a pool of lava. Personally, this feels like the sort of thing mage hand was made for, though you have to keep in mind its weight limitations. Realistically, though, it's probably going to take some skill checks to blindly grope under lava.
But that's why.
within
But
30
that's why I use
feet.
the sense, so I could sense it, so I don't have to blindly check,
Mhm.
so I can grab
I
it.
would probably
No, he
make
knows
the
where it's at.
caster roll some sort of check. Body won't sink into the lava. It would sit on the top and burn.
And it's less
It doesn't
than 10 pounds,
take.
right?
Yeah, it doesn't
Yeah.
take damage.
It's a key.
It's not physical. It's spectral. Person doesn't know what spectral.
Go ahead and roll sleight of hand for me.
Jeez.
I think I'm right.
So your mage hand makes it through the lava, and it's feeling around the base of the cauldron. Let's see if you
I
can
think it's
find.
called groping around.
You are groping around the base of the cauldron
I got a 16.
with the 16. Why couldn't mage hand have been lost?
I get it, yo.
Lord.
Come on, I was a good strat. Detect magic plus mage hand. Yeah, give me that key. Come on, boy. Come on. I got.
He used a spell slot for this key.
I did. Now I only have 2 more left, and it was pretty smart. If you don't mind,
That
And
sounds so
Art
dumb.
didn't even have to whip his hose out.
Were you expecting
Clark,
us to?
you need to calm yourself. This is you invited some middle schoolers from your church to listen to this.
just
Jeez.
because Loaf know how to do his magic. You know how he do. You know how you do. You know what I'm saying?
All right, that's fine. You find the key, and you go to lift the key out of the cauldron.
Sweet. I'm just gonna leave it floating for a moment so that the heat, stops. So I don't.
So you
I don't want to
don't
burn my
break yourself.
hand. So
You're gonna give it some time to cool down.
yeah, I mean, I don't want to grab the key and sear the heck out of my hand because then But yes, it's gonna be away from the cauldron so it doesn't fall back into the.
You want me to spray some water on it?
We could.
Yeah. Let's cool it down.
I wouldn't suggest that.
Oh yeah, the steam. That would probably.
We could just carry it down with the mage hand and unlock the door, right?
Yeah. Let's do that. Let's go.
There you go. Okay, so y'all walk back down the stairs, and you guys walk back to the Valakut study, I presume, avoiding the tripwire.
Yep.
And you want to use your mage hand to put the key in the door. How long does mage hand last?
It was about a minute, so it's probably done by the time we get there. So I probably stick it in.
I'll give it to you. Yeah, you can stick it in the door in time while it's still boiling hot. And you want to turn the key?
Is the mage hand gone now? Are we just staring at the searing key inside the
Hey.
door, or
Before we twist this key, if it's hot, will it not just break?
That's what
That's
I'm
what I'm thinking.
thinking.
I'm just gonna can we just stand there and stare at the hot key and just wait till it cools down?
So we're just going to chill here for a minute until for the cooldown.
Just stare at the hot. We just sit there. I'm just like my hands in my pockets. I'm whistling. Do 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 do.
Yori, what that comedy club? What was the best joke?
You know, I think we missed a goblin when we raided that little camp, actually. Because he told a joke about a wizard turning himself into a fern.
Whoa. I wonder if that's why he's a comedian, because he saw me literally explode one of his friends, so he has trauma.
Yeah, he spanked him so hard, yeah.
Yeah. Huh.
Huh.
All right.
Interesting.
Hey, is the key cool?
Yeah, I think the key is cooled off now, so you guys can open that door.
Okay.
Okay, you've opened the door and you walk into Valakut's study. In here, there's a chest and there's several different desks that are set up. Then there's one bookshelf in the back. But beyond that, there's several different items that that are on the desks. There's lots of papers and stuff as well. Is there anything that you guys are initially wanting to search for in the room? There's nobody in the room.
Okay, I was gonna say, yeah, Valakut is my first thought. But
there's a chest in the bottom left that I want to see.
You approach the chest. Is there anything that you want to do before?
I want to make sure it's not booby trapped.
You want to go ahead and roll perception to see if you can see if there's a trap.
That is a 6 + 2, 8.
You don't notice any traps.
Hey guys, you want to give this old chest here a second glance? Because I think it's fine, but I want to make sure.
I'll look.
I'm pretty winded
Okay, go ahead,
lifting
roll
up that
perception.
key from the lava, so I'm just gonna stand here and just watch you guys.
It's a 15 + 1, 16.
There are no traps on this chest.
Okay.
Sick. Art throws it open.
Jeez.
Go ahead and roll a D100.
Oh my lord.
That is a 51, sir.
Nice. You find...
Armor. The best armor. Please.
It's another artifact.
Another fun, stupid thing that makes me happy.
Yeah. So here is your new item.
Heat items that are placed inside of it to 350 degrees Fahrenheit.
Just put the key back in there.
Magically powered mini oven.
That's what it is. You found a magically powered mini oven.
If we were to funnel the hose through the oven and then we wanted to like spray it on people, would it shoot 350 degrees boiling water onto people? If we
I lean towards no, unless you put like a lot of the hose in it, because otherwise it wouldn't heat up, right?
Okay.
Because it would just go through it really
well,
quickly.
maybe we could just put the hose, shove most of the hose inside the oven, and then just have it kinked in there for a while, and then have part of the hose sticking out, so then we can use it as like a 300, like the scalding water on someone's face. That'd be insane.
Yeah. Have you ever like picked up a water hose in the summer?
Yeah, I just use the magic, the mage hand to like put the thumb there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not against this. I'm not against it.
Oh my lord. Well, would it burn? Can we tell if the hose is made of burnable material?
Yeah, that's stuff.
You want to roll
Arcana.
Yeah, Arcana. They're magical items. Yeah.
Sure.
Also, if I use absorb elements on that water, would it mean I get water and fire resistance?
No, just the water.
It's a 22.
Worth a shot.
I'm going to say the hose is definitely on the fragile side, and it would probably disintegrate if it was put at 350 degrees.
All right, well, it's worth a shot. I was just thinking, whatever.
How big is this oven?
It's like 1.5 feet wide, a foot tall, and a foot deep. It's like a small microwave.
Okay. It's like the very, very small microwave. Okay.
Yeah. It's a pretty tiny
but
microwave.
still, it's bulky. Like...
It's pretty bulky. It'll take up like your whole backpack.
Yeah, Loaf, do you want this?
Yeah, I'll carry it. Yeah, I'll carry it for you.
Whoever is taking this with them is just straight up carrying it out because their backpack, it won't fit in your backpack.
That's fine.
Yeah,
I'll hold on to it. I'll just put it on my shoulder.
You can cook some delicious quiches in this oven.
Delicious. I like delicious.
Yeah, I'll certainly give it a shot.
How were quiches made again?
Oh, well, let me tell you. There's quite a lot of steps, but I'll just get started with it. So essentially, you need to have...
Well, now with your easy oven...
Yor, you want to look for anything in this room?
So to start with the quiche... Oh. Joking.
10 years later, he's still starting.
I know.
So you said
There's some
there
desks with
is-
some paper, and
Yeah.
you can definitely tell that there's some like research paperwork. There's something that you're looking for particularly.
I'd like to look at the maps and the research paperwork. I don't necessarily know if there'd be anything particular that I'm looking other than
Okay.
maps I don't have.
Go ahead and roll investigation.
I do also want to look in his bookcase once I'm done here, though.
Okay. That's fine.
Because I want to look for spells. 'Tis a 17.
Okay, with a 17, you see a map of Burke Island that specifically has the location of Count Deku's castle.
Nice.
So Count Deku's castle is located in the top right of the Burke Islands, just before you get to the Golgari Badlands.
Any of his research papers seem particularly interesting with that. Goal.
With the 17, I'll go ahead and also give you his Echo Stone.
Ooh, nice.
So
Cool.
what we're doing with Echo Stones, for those who are new to my DMing, an Echo Stone is practically a cell phone.
Oh,
And contact other.
I basically lets you send voice messages to people who you know have an Echo Stone.
sick.
So we found Valakut's Echo Stone.
That's very cool.
Nice. I'd also quickly like to look through his bookshelf and see if there are any spell books.
Okay, there is a spell book.
Ooh.
And we'll give you a spell book with a spell. How does this normally work? You gotta...
I mean, what do you...
How do you mean?
I think we all just get magic missile.
No, yeah, I was just gonna say, for me personally, it would have to be the ritual spell like we had talked about. But I think Loaf, you can copy it into your spell for like a certain cost, right? I don't actually know how wizards.
Besides, like, cantrips, which are, like, embedded in the mind and stuff, for wizards, their actual spells are located in their spell book. So, I mean, I guess, theoretically, I could just, like, copy one of the spells and like, just, like, put it in my book. But, let's see, because, so, yeah, first level, spell book containing spells, blah, 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 blah.
So this is the spell that was written in the book.
Let's see,
Ooh,
Arcane
nice.
Lock. Ooh, I was looking at that one, but
You found a spell book with this spell inside of it.
Okay.
And for all of our amazing listeners out there, if you would like to have a chance to view this book that we have just found, you can join our Patreon. For $3 a month, you can get all
Shameless.
access to the books as well as the maps that we use throughout the campaign. So yeah, join us today and become a little bit closer to the team. And ad read.
when you find a wizard spell of first level or higher, you can add it to your spellbook if it is of a spell you can prepare and if you can spare the time to decipher and copy it. And that is a spell that falls in the wizard class of spells that can be used. Copying the spell into your spellbook involves reproducing the basic form of the spell and deciphering the unique system of notation used by the wizard who wrote it. But it just takes time. So it's whatever amount of time as the DM you dictate it takes for me to learn the spell and copy it in my book.
Okay, sounds good. I think you guys have plenty of time where you'll be able to copy this spell down into this spell book. Does anybody want to roll investigation to search more of the room?
Heck yeah, dude. Rolling it. 14.
You find a scroll that looks particularly interesting to you, called the
Ooh.
Scroll of Literacy.
I can learn to read.
You become literate. Huh.
The Scroll of Literacy says, when read, you become literate.
But what if you're not literate? You can't become literate if you read it, right? Because how can you read it if you're not literate?
That's correct.
Oh, well.
Well, this is useless.
Yeah. All right.
God, okay.
Art holds on to it so he can hopefully sell it.
Can I roll one more time?
Yeah, you can roll one more time.
Oh. It's a 13.
With a 13, I'm going to say that you found some documents that are specifically mentioning Mount Doom and the connection that a particular ring has with Mount Doom.
Interesting.
How there's this darker ring that needs to be taken to Mount Doom in order to potentially ease the volcanic eruption.
Loaf, maybe it's your ring of swapping.
Oh, maybe, but I think I just won't swap with anything right now. I'm not really feeling that. What's this? Is there any way to like discover what this other ring's for?
We can take it to Jim's, probably.
That's exactly what I was going to suggest. Yeah, taking it to a gemstone parlor would probably help.
Yeah, that's true. Is there anything else in here in the room that looks valuable that they haven't already looked for like Loaf?
Go ahead and roll investigation.
No, it doesn't matter. 3. I don't think a 3 is really helpful, is it, DM?
I think you found 3 copper pieces.
Okay.
Man, homeboy's got so much money.
Actually, I lied. You found this instead. You found this.
Die of fruit is rolled. Roll a d6. Die of fruit morphs into the following fruit. If you roll a 6, you may choose any fruit. So moldy apple, banana, tomato, pear.
So yeah, you found a die of fruit. That's all.
All right, I'll take it.
Other than that, I think you guys are completely...
Yeah.
You've rummaged through the entire room, and there's nothing left to really look for. Nothing new to search for.
I'll take the document with me.
Okay.
About throwing the ring into the mountain.
Into Mount Doom. You're going to take that research with you. So you guys want to go ahead and leave the study?
Yeah.
I think I found what I wanted, or is that Emperor path? Is it Emperor?
Ember path.
Ember.
Is that a
Ember path.
Emperor?
It is spelled wrong. You're right.
Okay, so we're going.
It's supposed to be Ember.
Emperor path. We'll go down. Do you want to go down the Emperor path, guys, or no?
Jeez.
I think we should.
As you guys look down the hallway of the Ember path hallway, it is completely coated with rocks. It's completely filled.
Oh, that's all. That's all it is just rocks.
There's just a bunch of boulders at the end of the hallway. Yep.
Is it like blocking the path, or is it?
It is, yes.
Oh, okay, I was about to say, can we not just climb over them?
I'm gonna Google Emperor.
So the librarian says, oh, so yeah, because the Eruptodons aren't here, they aren't here to make the pathway, to open the pathway back up. They're usually here eating the rocks so that we can get to Ember Peak Mountain very easily, like the inside of Ember Peak Mountain, but it's not available at this time until Valakut returns with the Eruptodons.
Gotcha. It's DLC. I get it. Okay.
I guess we're leaving, so we'll see you later.
So, are you guys staying in town for the Harvest Festival this weekend?
What's that?
So tomorrow we have the festival where we're going to celebrate the winter harvest season, where the Bergmites are finally coming out in full force, and we can go harvest them, and we do a big festival.
Art raises his hand.
Yeah.
What's a Bergmite?
Oh, so a Bergmite is like a little
dude.
rock person, and it like walks around, and it's just like a rock. Yeah, you can find a bunch of them on the outside of like Ember.
It's a sentient
Ember Peak.
rock.
Yeah, with feet.
Huh. Are they fully rock?
No, they're kind of like fleshy. They're like the in between stage between like a flesh and rock. Yeah,
cool.
I know there's going to be a big ceremony tomorrow that you guys are welcome to stick around for. I don't know if you guys had other plans. It'll be a very good time. We'll be doing lots of winter festivities. We'll be building snow trolls and doing snowball fights and stuff.
Cool.
What time does that start, roughly?
That usually starts on the 6th day of the 7th month. So it'll typically start around in the morning. Yeah, usually around like 9 to 10.
Okay, cool.
If you guys want to stay the night here in Mahogany, I'd recommend, because you are a group of guys, the Mahogany Inn.
It's north of the temple. If you just walk out the temple doors and then take a right at the first fork, and you'll be right there at the Mahogany Inn.
Okay, lady.
So as they're talking, I'm already like leaving the temple because I'm done with it. So
Okay.
I'm already walking out.
Y'all leave the temple.
I'd like to go to Jim's if it's not too dark.
No, it's not too dark. It's probably 7 to 8. I mean, it's starting to get dusk, but it's definitely still bright enough where y'all could go to visit a store or two.
Okay.
Hey, Yori, you mind if I take that cloth armor? I'm a little cold.
Oh, you're cold?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not using it. I was looking to sell it, but you can have it.
Thanks, man. It's a little nippy out here, so I wanted to.
Sure. Yeah.
A little bit of chill.
Okay.
Yeah, a little chilly.
Okay, so y'all make that trade, it looks like. So y'all want to head towards Jim's, I presume? Or did y'all want to stop somewhere else?
I mean, are we gonna just walk through the market? Is there a market? Where is it? The market, yeah. Are we gonna go through the market to go up to gyms, or are we gonna go past the Molten Armory to go to gyms? I guess I know, like.
Ooh, we could get to the Molten Armory. I think it would be cool to stop there.
Yeah, with all my money.
Yeah.
I guess we can walk in the Molten Armory and I'll you can go shopping again.
I love shopping.
Oh, I remember why I didn't want to wear this armor initially. It has a disadvantage
Yeah,
on stealth rolls.
It does, yeah.
They were chilly.
But you get that +1?
But it's +1, so I might not be hit. It's kind of a win-win.
Okay, so as you guys walk out this way and past the town center, somebody comes out of the PS2, the Potion Shop 2 store, and she says, "Oh, hello, hey guys, over here. I have a question for you guys. You guys have a second?"
Nope.
I look
Nope.
back and then I just turn
Nope.
back around and keep walking away.
Mm-mm. Nope.
Yeah, what's Are you okay?
Yeah. I'm the royal chef, and I'm getting the preparations done for the festival tomorrow. And I really could use some hands. I could definitely use you guys' help. I'd pay big dollar. I don't want to disappoint the king.
Oh, to cook?
Are we talking
No,
platinum
not
pieces?
to cook actually, but I need some bergmites. I'm completely out of bergmites. I need like 20 bergmites. I was wondering if you guys could go collect those for me.
Are you like gonna?
I have a quick question.
You're cooking bergmites?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
cook bergmites, and that's what
Where are you supposed to collect bergmites from?
so
A village?
No, they're little rocks that you can go find on the side of Ember Peak.
That have feet and thoughts and feelings, right?
I've never thought about their feelings before. We just like to eat them.
Is this a people group? I'm guessing she's a troll.
She's a troll, yes, and she's dressed in like a white chef's apron, and she has 2 large butcher knives,
So
and one in each hand.
why don't you eat something a little bit tastier, like pork?
We like bergmites.
Ah,
We need more bergmites.
You like murder, but okay.
I don't want to kill bergmites.
I don't either.
I will give you a plat piece for 10 bergmites.
Okay,
What?
thanks.
Oh my
Yep, we'll do it.
all right. Well,
Yep.
So there's a couple different places you could go to find them. You could go behind the temple, and you could also go to the side of Ember Peak Mountain, and they're definitely in high numbers there. I don't know if the Ember Path is open, but you could follow the Ember Path, and you can oftentimes find them down there as well.
Nah, it's closed.
It's not.
Oh, it's closed?
I know for certain
Okay.
there's a bergmite in the temple. You could always get that one.
No.
What do you mean?
That one is a friend.
Friend of a person who cursed me. More like dinner.
You cursed yourself.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. I'm just saying,
We'll need these bergmites as soon as possible. So, like,
You said you need 10?
however many you find, I'll give you a plat piece for every 10 that you find. I would take 100 if you have them.
DM, a plat piece is 10 gold?
A plat piece is 10 gold. So it's a gold of bergmite. That's what's being offered currently.
Okay. I mean...
Sorry, say that again. A plat piece for what?
A plat,
Plat
piece.
piece for 10.
Are you asking me or the lady?
I was asking DM. So hypothetically, if I bring you 100 bergmites,
That's 100 gold pieces.
I mean, let's
so
just
that's
go
like
get them.
more than 100 silver pieces.
That's a lot more than 100 silver pieces. It's 1,000 silver
guys.
pieces, actually.
Is it only 1,000?
10 plat is 100 gold, which is 1,000 silver, which is 10,000 copper.
I mean, we got to do this. Like, let's go get some bergmites, man.
Let's go.
Heck yeah. Does she need them alive?
Huh?
That is a
Does she need them
phenomenal
alive?
question. Yes, alive is definitely when they taste the best.
Okay.
We need them
Oh my
alive.
God.
Alive is better. If they aren't alive, then it's like typically they're like half the value.
How big are the bergmites?
The bergmites are about the size of your fist if you make a fist.
Ah, okay.
Oh, there is also one other location that you could find bergmites. There's a tunnel in the south side of the city called the Tunnel of Sadness and Despair. There's
Ooh.
definitely a bunch of bergmites down there as well.
Oh my God.
Is that like utter darkness down there?
It is part of the dark below,
Oh.
so it's kind of connected.
Oh, okay.
you just have that hanging around by the town, just...
Yeah. Hey, yeah, that's kind of fishy.
It's a bit weird.
Sorry, I mean, it's not my decision. I'm just a chef for
That's
the
fair.
king.
It's fair.
Yeah.
One last question. Do you have a net? Or like something to catch said bergmites in?
Yeah, here, let me go grab my net from my kitchen, and
Cool.
I will be right back. And she comes back out with a net and her 2 butcher knives in one hand, and she hands
Sick.
you a large fishing net.
Awesome.
What's the Bergmite's diet? Is there any kind of bait
So-
we can use?
Yeah, so bergmites usually eat smaller bergmites.
Oh,
Interesting.
Huh.
So it's a cannibalistic society.
Interesting. So, I guess we can't really feel bad about eating them then. I guess that's normal in their society.
Yeah, if they're eating each other, I guess
So-
all they know is pain.
let me ask this: if I were to just pick one up, do you eat them when they're alive, and I just chomp one into it, like
You usually want to cook them a little bit,
so throw them in?
and then you would eat them. Yeah, you would just throw them in
Would you say like an
oven.
oven 350 degrees?
that would probably suffice. Yes.
All right.
Okay, just curious. No reason.
Yeah, 350 degrees is the perfect temperature.
Awesome.
Lord.
Awesome.
Cool.
Just for about 2
Slow
minutes at
roasted or-
350, they'll be
quickly.
good.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
So it's really just like a reverse sear.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Reverse.
I don't know if that's really what reverse sear is.
I mean,
I have no idea.
it's
That is officially what a reverse sear is in this realm.
reverse.
Because she's a chef and she confirmed it.
God.
Okay.
Reverse sear is just when you microwave it for 2 minutes.
At 350 degrees.
At 350 degrees. That's the official terminology of what reverse sear means.
Alright, well, let's go down in that cave, because I feel like that's the safest place to go to find him, right?
Sure.
Yeah, that sounds great. It's just south of the city. You can just follow the path, and you just follow, just past the potion shop, and then you just head to that path and walk on down the ladder.
You guys want to go do that?
A reverse sear is when you bake it in the oven first and then sear it in a pan to finish it, making it for a nice brown crust but a more tender piece of steak.
That makes sense.
Interesting.
Okay, so y'all head to the entrance of the Tunnel of Sadness and Despair,
Sick.
and you guys are going to climb down into the tunnel. And I think that is where we're going to leave it with some mysterious music
Amazing.
in the background.
Dun, 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 dun.
And this episode was voiced by Harrison Clark as Art, William Brito as Loaf, David Kelly as Yori, and edited and DM'd by Harrison Weiss. Please follow us on X at Tides of Terragos or on Patreon at patreon.com/Tides of Terragos.
If it makes you feel better, I wasn't paying attention, so I didn't see it.
Tomato is not a fruit, right?
No, weapon.